The partnership between leading owner Di Walters and Sam Thomas seems stronger than ever, with Sam amassing a career best in prize money won last season. That included feature wins in the Welsh Champion Hurdle and the Racing Post Chase, and he's already landed the Welsh Champion Hurdle again this year with Celtic Dino. He'll be looking for further high-profile success with a squad of exciting horses.
We've managed to get a few runners out in the last sort of couple of weeks. Yeah, you've seen some of the first schoolers we've had on the grass here, so obviously weather has been against us, and finally, like you say, we've got some rain, and I'm sure there's lots of trainers just like myself with horses ready to run.
Yeah, you've barely had a handful of runners this season, but already showing some good results. I suppose Celtic Dino being the high-profile winner in the Welsh Champion Hurdle, that must have given you plenty of satisfaction to land that pot.
Definitely, and it's a quiet summer for us in terms of runners. We have lots of things going on here, breaking these youngsters in and bringing them on quietly. But in terms of runners, it's always that pressure that I probably put on myself because you sort of don't quite know where you are with them. And yeah, huge credit to the team for the results we've had so far this season. Yeah.
Very good. And last year's Welsh Champion Hurdle winner Lump Sum gave you plenty of good days last season, and I hear that it's all fingers crossed now for a Novice Chase campaign. Yeah,
definitely. Again, you don't quite know how they're going to progress over fences, but certainly a schooling's been good. It's not given us too much cause for concern. They've obviously got to go and do it on the racetrack first, but yeah, a horse which gave us some mega days last season and bumped into some very good horses. So fingers crossed he can transfer that form over the big ones. You can only dream that they can improve, but no, he doesn't have to improve an awful lot to be up in the graded company. But yeah, it'd be a nervous watching him jump the fences, but fingers crossed he just comes back in safe in one piece.
And a horse that bumped into him last season was Steel Ally, who then went on to win at Haydock, and he goes novice chasing as well.
Yeah, he goes novice chasing. He sort of toyed with jumping fences last season after the Welsh Champion Hurdle, but we ended up staying over hurdles for whatever reason. And anyway, so he's always jumped very nicely, and plan is to start him over on the 9th at Sandown, all being well. A horse which probably wants a little bit further than 2 miles, but yeah, hopefully again, if he comes forward from last season, he could be very exciting also.
And right at the other end of the spectrum, you've got some older horses that come back year in, year out. They give you fantastic days. Our Power won over 70 grand of prize money last year, despite not even winning a race, and I'm sure plenty of those big handicaps will be on his agenda.
I think so, yeah. We're very proud of him, and he's been an incredible horse for my career and for the yard and the owners. Given us some amazing days out. So I think, yeah, something similar. He's obviously he's eligible for veterans races now, but just got it in my head that he'd really enjoy the Aintree fences again. So we're going to start him off at the Grand Sefton next weekend. We know he loves the fences and sort of gave Sam a hell of a ride when he ran in the Grand National. So I just think he could run a massive race there, and yeah, we'll see how it goes after that really, but the Scottish National was a huge run at the end of the season, just bumping into a couple of willies, and yeah, if he's off a similar sort of handicap mark, I think that would probably be the same sort of route we follow towards the end of the season as well.
And it's great to see only a few boxes down I Will Do It, who has been a brilliant horse for your career, and the fact that he's still coming back to the well, at 12 going on 13 and looking still full of life.
He's an incredible horse, and huge thanks to Stan Brown, his owner breeder, for letting me have him in the first place. He's been an incredible horse for us in the yard, given us some amazing days. He's an absolute legend, and yeah, although he's going to be 13 in January, you certainly wouldn't know it. He's full of life, and again, those veterans races will be much more up his street. They're going to be easier targets for him, and fingers crossed he can have a few more days in the sun.
And you won the Racing Post Chase last year with Katate Dori, a fantastic ride from Charlie Deutsch, who kind of took off and never saw another rival after a few fences. What sort of plan do you have in mind for him, considering obviously he got hit by the handicapper for that?
He progressed so much last season that it's a bit of a job to know where we are in terms of his ability. Has he reached the ceiling, or have we got more to come? So I think we'll learn a lot more. He's fairly fit now. I think last season he certainly progressed fitness-wise, and that's something I learned about him. He's quite a big burly horse. So now we are in a bit of a different league. He has to be that bit fitter to go and compete first time out. So I like to think we've got that side of things covered. But it just depends whether he's up for such a big test first time out, really. I'd like to think he could be a Scottish national horse. Certainly stays very well, and he is one that probably appreciates that nicer ground. But yeah, you know, he's just got to keep progressing if he's going to be competitive. He's improved so much last season, but again, to win the Racing Post Chase was a mega day, and hopefully that isn't the end of it.
Similar comments about Vincenzo, who was very unluckily ran out of things in the Newbury Gold Cup when he looked all over the winner. He goes potentially to the Paddy Power, but what sort of kind of map can you see for him? Because he's another similar type of horse. You probably don't know where that improvement will end.
Well, that's it. I think we're going to find out in a good race, and hopefully, you know, we sort of, it comes off. But we'd rather just wait for the Paddy Power. So trip is obviously perfect for him. I'm sure he'll stay a bit further. He only ran 4 times over fences last year, but ran at some of the biggest race tracks there are, you know, going fences wise. So. Yeah, I'm excited. I think he's a horse which is hard to gauge at home, to be honest. He's quite a laid-back character, and his work is only okay. So he really kind of took us by surprise the way he took to fences last season, and sometimes they're the best horses that do save themselves for the racetracks. So I like to think he's off still an okay mark. It's going to be a very, very competitive race. Please God he does enjoy it, and then we can go back to Cheltenham for all those 2.5 races for the rest of the season.
And you've a talented mare in Alfies Princess, who we only saw 1 time last year over fences, but she's back and hopefully ready to run and win over fences this time around.
I think so, yeah. I sort of made the mistake of getting started with her on some quicker ground and paid the price, unfortunately, and she's okay, but she's just taken a long time to get back to herself. We're on the right path now. She's in a good routine, but we won't be seeing her until it's soft heavy, and hopefully get some more black type for her for her breeding career later on in life.
And I know plenty of people will want to know about the wellness of Ed Keeper, a very, very progressive horse from a couple of seasons ago. Unfortunately, he has been out for a long time. What is the update with him? Yeah,
so he unfortunately picked up a tendon injury, which, as we all know, is one of the most common injuries in thoroughbreds, and it's just set us back. And being such a big sort of heavy-topped horse, it just makes that a bit harder to sort of get them back quicker than you want to. So he is fine. He's going to be cantering away the start of next month, and please God we'll see him after Christmas or even into the new year. But a horse with so much ability that you know, he's one that you're always sort of looking forward to getting back, and please God if we can look after him and do our job right, then we'll get him back, and he's very good.
We only saw 1 time last year Mucci, who's been a very talented horse, but clearly a little bit difficult to train.
Yeah, so again, he picked up a tendon injury at Chepstow when he won over hurdles, won nicely then over fences last season. I just felt after that the ground never really presented an opportunity for him really, so just looked after him, and this season he'll be targeted for the Welsh Grand National. He probably will start off on the 22nd at Haydock in the chase there, and that'll sort of see us in good stead ready for the Welsh National. He'll love the ground and stays forever, and I think he's, yeah, you know, although he's very lightly raced, I think we haven't really scratched the surface with him yet.
And just some of those younger horses, we saw Dr. Blue come second on hurdling debut in a Grade 2 at Cheltenham, a fantastic run on hurdling debut. What was the plan with him? And I suppose that must give you a great guide of what you're dealing with, not only with him, but your other novice hurdlers.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to Cheltenham and I said to myself, what the hell am I doing here? It's just like, we've been here before, but mega run, and just very proud of him. Yeah, he's always worked with nice horses at home, so we know that he's got ability. But obviously the lack of inexperience was obviously the slight worry, but he jumped fantastic at home, so we rolled the dice. So yeah, thrilled, and I think we'll just keep it realistic now and just try and get his head in front somewhere, get some more experience. The introductory hurdle at Ascot could be an option, and then potentially get him qualified for the series final at Sandown at the end of the season in April. That would be an obvious one, over 2 miles on good ground. But yeah, just another lovely horse that we've got sort of coming through the ranks.
And just, we do associate you with plenty of good bumper horses over the years. You've plenty of lovely young horses here. Would there be a couple of names that our viewers should be noting down that you think might be the next on the line?
I mean, this season round, although we've got lots of youngsters, a lot of them actually are sort of not sort of forward types, if that makes sense. They'll probably be horses for the start of next season, but there are 2. Just for Dad is a lovely horse, half brother to Lump Sum, by Goliath de Burley. He's a cracking horse, and hopefully he'll make a very nice chaser again in time. He's big and strong. And Just a Large Whiskey, a lovely no risk at all horse. Looks like he could be could be a nice horse going forward as well. So hopefully those two will be out on the race course soon.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.